bounced. And then last week, or the week before, whatever it was, I'm soft, you loud.
In a world where moose and squirrels live together in dysfunctional harmony, one man, well, two men come together to bring you the most useless shit you never knew you needed to know. Welcome to the Moose and Squirrel Show.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Is that what you look like in the morning? Holy hell.
Wiping the crust out of my eye still. Good morning, hello, happy fucking Sunday. It's actually good afternoon. We start the show afternoon, and we always say good morning, but we're wrong.
Well, hey.
It's afternoon.
Good morning, good afternoon.
It's 12 p.m.
Yes, it's 12 p.m.
It's 12 p.m. in the afternoon.
12 p.m. in the afternoon.
Yes. It's always a great thing when 12 p.m. is in the afternoon.
Yeah. That's where I like to put it on my alarm clock and on my calendars.
I think we might get more viewers if we did it at 12 a.m. Oh, we could probably get all the drunks.
Yeah, and every comment would be, you up?
Yeah, you up?
You up? Hey. Moose and Squirrel Land. You up?
Hey.
You all up?
Good morning, sunshine.
How's everybody?
Good afternoon.
How's your...
Good evening and good night.
How's your stuff? How's your things, your objects, your items? Happy Sunday. Shana Tova to those who celebrate. Quarter of you does.
Whatever that is. Ma, Karina, nope, not Karina. Ma, Kerry, Anna. Hey, Anna.
Anna, one.
Anna,
two.
that's we got viewers from Sweden.
All right.
And that's Karina's sister from all the way from Sweden.
Nice to have you. Good to see you. Oh. Is that what what I look like in the morning? Shit,
Yeah.
I haven't showered in a week.
Yeah, I can smell. I can tell.
Woohoo!
Yeesh.
Happy New Year, folks. Here we go.
Whew, my allergy.
Yep. That was some
COVID.
Mine too.
Oh, my fucking allergies are kicking my ass this morning.
Jesus,
Woo.
getting on you? All
So
right.
I wasn't doing drugs last night
Nope.
or this morning.
No, I saw you. I was
I
peeking,
need some Zyrtec.
I was peeking through your
Woo.
window.
God
Get the
damn.
little owl to sell you some Zizol.
Yes, no, I need some Zyrtec.
Zyrtec.
Yes,
Zizol.
Zyrtec D. Gotta have the D.
Zyrex. It's all the same.
Yep. Karen LaBelle, hello, hello.
Hey.
Yes. Yeah, my, it's that time of year. I get fall allergies really bad. Most people get them in the spring. I get them in the fall. Usually this time of year when it starts getting kind of dry and cold.
The ragweed comes out.
Yep. And
The trees start getting naked.
yep.
The birds lose their homes. Leaves fall away. And trees are like all
Excuse-
naked and stuff. And
excuse
they're
me
like,
for 1
we
second.
are flying south.
You can keep.
When did I hear that? I thought I heard somebody say that. I don't know. I get major allergies too. I'm allergic to whiskey. I break out in handcuffs.
You're allergic to showing up for the show on time, too?
Yes, I showed up at 11:25 in the a.m. in the morning.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Zyrtec D, baby.
Zyrtec.
Drugs.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs. You can do Zyrtec. Do Zyrtec. You could do what's that stuff you drink as a kid? And
Zyrex.
Zyrex. Yes, with the little zebra on it. Is it a zebra?
Was.
Yeah. All right. All right. We got Moose. We got Squirrel. We got Zyrtec. We got Perdomo. We got allergies. We got sniffles. I haven't shaved in several days. Like I said, I haven't showered in 7. It's a lie, but sounds good. I need more water in my diet, so I'm drinking Bud Light. Thank you, Doug Flood.
There we go. Much better.
Woo. How you feeling?
Oh,
Nice to see you.
god damn.
Welcome back.
Should have taken that Zyrtec first thing this morning.
Yeah.
Kicking my ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, not down there. The trees don't get naked, but the alligators do.
Yes.
See, I like when everything starts dying. It's my kind of year. I love the fall.
Oh yeah, autumn is
The autumn.
Autumn's pretty chill.
You know, you're quite the fucking geek when you say autumn and not fall.
Okay. Fall.
But that's okay. Fall, like you do when you're home.
That's right. I took a
in the morning
nasty
and-
autumn right into a fucking Foot Locker. Broke my face and my ass, my ribs, my crotch, all of the above. Broke my Zyrtec, my Zyrex, my
So-
xylophone.
So, somber moment here. Want to start off the show with a little bad news. Hulkgren family bad news. My Aunt Georgia passed away yesterday, 6:30 a.m. She was the matriarch of the family. Was my dad's oldest sister, and she passed away. So, moment of silence for Auntie Georgia, Auntie G. All right, enough of being serious. Now back to being goofy fuck ups.
Here we are.
And here we are. So, what are we going to talk about today? Music videos. Now,
They make those anymore?
believe it or not, they actually do because they put them out on YouTube, and then everybody downloads the music off of YouTube instead of paying for it.
I'll be like walking through work in the break room and I'll hear like whatever's on, Good Morning America or something, and they're like, oh, there's a new video by some artist I never heard. I'm like, they still do that?
They still
I
do
didn't
that.
know
Yeah, they do it because they use YouTube to promote their music,
There you have
and
it.
there you have it.
So do we.
Not that I'm glad she's gone, but that makes me, yes, Ma, you are now the matriarch of the family. Yes, that makes you the oldest living female
There you
in
go.
the family. I thought you were before, but you know, we'll give it to you now. Still love you.
Mwah. You.
Yeah, so music videos. Now, we gotta set the ground rules here. Has to be a music video. Pretty simple. Number 2, it's not the song and it's not the artist. It's the video itself, meaning you could mute it and you could watch it and still enjoy it. So not something that is a song that you like that they put a video out for. A lot of the replies that I got, including from my co-host, I had to explain to him, listen, take the song out of it, take the artist out of it. It's the video.
It's very late at night in the PM.
Yes, it's the video. And that's what makes it great. So you're going to see when we put up this list, these are on our favorite songs. They're not our favorite bands. In fact, a lot of these are artists and songs that we really don't like. But the video was groundbreaking. It was creative. It was humorous. It was funny. It told a story. There's got to be something about the video itself, not the artist, not the song, the video. So don't go and take, yeah, that's pretty scary. Don't take the song and say, oh, I love this song. I love AC/DC for those about to rock. It's them on fucking stage playing a concert. There's a million fucking videos of that. That's not groundbreaking.
Right.
Oh, but it's a great song. Right. But we're talking the video.
Yes.
Video. Not the fucking song, not the band. The video. That's what makes it special.
Look who I found who decided to shut up.
Spatial. Ah, cricket.
Nice.
And there's a couple dead ones on the floor over there. I
Nice.
stomped them last night.
Ha! I'm gonna leave this guy alone.
So we're going to start it off with a band that I'm not really a huge fan of. But the video itself, this is, if you don't know.
That's you before Zyrtec.
Yeah, that's Weezer, exactly. So this is Weezer, Buddy Holly. If you've ever seen the video, us old people, which is pretty much everybody on the show, our demographics are 40 plus.
People.
Yes, our people. So if you've ever seen the video, if you haven't seen the video, this is Weezer. The name of the band is Weezer. The song is Buddy Holly. And it takes place in Arnold's place at Happy Days. And they did such a good job with the CGI in this. And they have like clips from the actual show that they go back and forth, and like they would with any other video. But they have, so you get Potsy, and you get Ralph Mouth, and you get Fonzie, and you get Al, and you get all of those guys are all in the video. And they are all interacting in the video like they were there when it was made. It's absolutely fantastic. It was very creative. It's a catchy tune.
As pop songs go.
Yep, it's as a cheesy fucking pop song goes. It's a pretty catchy tune.
Yep.
So this was one that, and this is how I wanted to show you. It's creative. No one on this show has ever heard me say I fucking love Weezer. I don't hate them, but the song is okay. It's a catchy tune. It's okay, it's one of those bands when they come on the radio, you don't automate. It's not like 1877 Cars for Kids where you got to automatically change it. You just leave it and you let it play out. It's one of those songs that's just I'll let it play.
There's a lot of pop songs that have referenced Buddy Holly. I've never heard a single one besides Joan Jett's cover of "You're Gonna Make It After All." I've never heard a single one reference Mary Tyler Moore.
No,
not once.
But the song does.
Groundbreaking.
So this is the type of video that we are going to talk about. These are the ones that we will say we like, and that the video was creative, not the song. Because this is just a cheesy rock pop, blah, blah, generic music for the masses kind of song.
Yes.
Now, getting into something that is, you got to watch comments over there too, by the way.
Hey.
So the one that made me think of this.
I can't scroll them.
And you need to scroll. Hold on a second.
Boom.
There we go. Now you're up to date.
All right.
So this is the one, whenever anybody says creative music video, this is, the band is Aha.
This is what you think
and the song is Take On Me. This is what you think of when you think of creating music video.
What's your take on me?
That you were almost late today. And every other week. The video itself, it's got the singer, who I don't know who the fuck his name is.
Jorgen Borgenskirgen.
But he's Mr. Ha of Aha. I think he's Ha.
he's A-Ha.
He's A-Ha.
Anthony Ha.
Yeah.
That's him.
So the singer is in the video, and the rest of the video is like a pencil-drawn comic, and it's like a live-action kind of thing with it. It's really well done. It was very creative for the time.
Oh, yeah.
You never saw anything like this when this came out, and it's another one of those cheesy songs, it's catchy. It's not a terrible song.
It stood the test of time. Holy shit, did
Yes,
it ever.
and the video was just so creative what they did. So you can see, like, he's looking through the mirror, so he's looking into, like, an alternate universe where everybody's a pencil drawing, and the girl kind of pulls him into that thing, and they run around.
From her waitressing job.
Yes, from her waitressing job.
And but racing guys don't like him and chase him with a monkey wrench.
Yeah.
That's fun.
You gotta have some violence in your video,
Absolutely.
or it's not a good video. Creative video, definitely well done.
Yeah.
Ahead of its time for when it was done. You know, this was late '80s, early '90s, probably.
Early '80s.
Early '80s.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes it even more creative. It was early '80s.
Yeah,
I thought it was
very.
later than that.
Yeah, never seen anything like that before. Live action. Dude had some cool hair too.
Jealous.
Cool jacket.
Yep,
Waitress.
Scott, Take On Me. Yep, that was the name of the song.
Yep.
And it was just very well done video, very creative. And these are the type of things where these are the videos that we want you guys to throw at us when we get through our list, and then we want your list of what we missed. So, you know, groundbreaking, changed the way people were doing music videos, because back then every music video was, you know, a band on stage.
Yeah.
Or somebody singing to their girlfriend, and it was like, you know, every video was a love song, and it was just fucking the same shit over and
It's all
over.
a performance. It's just performance.
Yeah. So when you got the stuff like this that was creative, that somebody actually put time and effort in thinking about it.
Yeah.
These are what we're talking about when we say the greatest videos of all. When I say the greatest.
Then you
videos
get to
of
like
all time.
Haircut 100, Love Plus One, and there's like cannibals dancing around the fire with a Super 8 camera. It's like, whoa, all right, what are we doing here with the concept?
I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh yeah, you will.
David Lee Roth. Now, I'm willing to bet almost everybody on here has seen this David Lee Roth video. I want somebody to tell me what video it is. I'm going to wait. I'm going to pause a minute.
And I bet you all can quote it too.
Right.
What's he saying right here?
Give me a bottle of anything and a glazed donut.
To go.
To go. What song is it? You probably don't. You know the video.
No Google.
And you know it's David Lee Roth. And if you don't Google it, you don't know the song. There might be one or two of you that know it. The video itself, so there's like a 1:30 like comedy skit at the beginning of the video. That's what made the video great. The video itself is a typical David Lee Roth video. He's jumping around in spandex with his big poofy hair and his hairy chest.
Well, he had it.
And that's pretty much the whole video, and there's nothing special about that. If that was the video, it would be garbage. It's that 1:30 in the beginning.
Scott Lewis, I'm just
Just
a
gigolo.
gigolo. Swing and a miss.
Close.
Very close. Same record.
Yep, same record, not the right video. Yep.
It's actually a fucking great song. It's a great
It is.
driving song. I fucking love that song. That's a hint.
I was a big fan of that record that had Steve Vai on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was a big fan of the record. A bigger fan of that than I was of pretty much anything Van Halen did. It was a lot more of driving, a lot more rocking.
Yeah, and then he come out with Skyscraper in
which was,
89 or 88. It was kind of oof.
Was California Girls on this album?
I think it was the one before
It was an
that.
it was an EP that he had done before.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was Crazy from the Heat. That was on California Girls was on Crazy from the Heat. This was on Eat 'Em and Smile.
Scott Lewis got it. Yankee Rose. Yeah.
Bright Lights, City
Yes,
Lights.
absolutely.
I'm talking about it.
Yankee Rose, Steve Vai on guitar. Can you go wrong with Steve Vai on guitar?
Can't go wrong with that. Billy Sheehan on bass.
Billy Sheehan.
Eric Testa.
Testa, what's going on, brother? So Testa, we're doing best music videos of all time. Not best songs, not best bands. The video itself, you can mute it and watch it, and it's still funny.
So far,
Or
the
still
Zyrtec
entertaining.
commercial's in the lead.
Yeah. But this video was where he did the little skit in the beginning in the grocery store, the convenience store.
Yep.
And it was absolutely hysterical.
Yeah, it was
and
great.
it was very well done and funny. And
Quotable, memorable.
Yep.
All of those things.
Hey, you've got to ask me why I always keep two of them around. One of them's being nutty, and I'm going to be involved. Forget about it. Oh, is it hot in here, ladies?
It was just me.
My doctor says I have to take a laxative.
Nothing nice to you don't. Great fucking video. Absolutely
was
hysterical.
fun.
The skit in the beginning made the video great.
And in the beginning.
Wee.
Not if you was the last immigrant
Great
grocer on earth,
honey. Ooh, breath mints. Our lips are so close. Gotta see it if you haven't seen it. Don't watch the song. Watch the 1:30 in the beginning.
Yep.
It's absolutely
Watch
fantastic.
it at 1 o'clock when we're done. Don't watch it now. You tune to the Moose and Squirrel show.
Yes.
I think we have a caller on the line. Is the caller there? No. Call back.
Oh, wait a minute. I think we had a caller on the line.
Oh, do we?
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
Oh, next caller?
Oops, sorry, Ma. We don't know who that was. That must have been.
Called the wrong show.
All right, we're going live to Louisville, Kentucky now.
All right, next one up. Make sure that it changed. There we go. All right.
Oh,
Diarrhea Straits.
this goes
Money for nothing.
straight to my
Now,
strings.
this won several MTV Music Awards because this was that animatronics,
3D CGI,
yeah,
computer
yeah.
generated.
and it was, as far as I know, and I could be wrong, but this was the first one where somebody had done this, so it was like almost like that computer generated
Yeah.
cartoon graphics.
Now it looks like Minecraft.
Exactly, and I think they stole this to use for Minecraft.
Yeah.
Just really poor for the time. This was groundbreaking, holy shit, and it was really good. And they had mixed in some performances of band, and they kind of went back and forth to this.
Yep.
And this won a ton of MTV Video Music Awards,
Yep.
and then they banned it from MTV.
Didn't because of they said the F word, the sexual orientation word.
Yeah, they said faggot. Yes.
Yes, they
that
did.
word. Yep. In the song, the song, he says that little faggot with the earring and the mink coat. And the song played on MTV for like 20 years. And then somebody says, hey, do you know that he says faggot in the song?
Yep.
And they said, whoa, we can never play that song again. They didn't take back any of the awards as far as I know.
No.
But 20 years after the video was out, they banned it because of that.
Nope, we
because he
can't have
says, and even normally, if it was anything cursing or anything like that, but they said because this was offensive to the LGBTQP alphabet people, whatever they are. Sorry, I just don't know what it is. You add letters to it all the time. I can't keep up.
Mm-hmm.
But it was offensive to those people, so they don't play the video. They don't play any videos on MTV anymore.
Right.
But if they did play videos on MTV, this one wouldn't make the list.
Yeah. And
Sean Smith, good afternoon. Jeremy, we're getting to yours, so we're not going to say it yet. People will read it, but that's on the list. But this one was definitely, groundbreaking, and it's one. I don't like Diarrhea Straits. That's why I call them Diarrhea Straits.
Mark Knopfler is a phenomenal guitar player. Him and all his headbands.
They say that the solo for this song is very difficult to play. I've never tried. I would never try, but they say that the solo for this song is a very difficult, and it sounds pretty simple when you're listening to it, but I guess he jumps all over. He's got like one of those gigantic hands where he can get like 7, 8, 9 frets apart.
And he's a finger picker.
Yep, and he's all over the place with it, and they say it's a very difficult solo. It sounds really easy, but when you actually try and play it, I guess it's a pretty difficult.
The opening riff is fun to play.
Yep.
And who sings the co-lead background vocals towards the middle and the end?
Who?
Sting, motherfucker.
Ah, I did not know that.
You didn't know that? I'm calling the police.
Yes. I don't have my bump yet.
Alexa.
I do have some new sounds yet, though.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Had to get that one back.
There you go. Like that one.
But yeah, so this was another one that was groundbreaking video. Nobody did anything like this. It was the first one. There's been a bunch since then, but this is where it all started. And it was, again, this was one of those songs that I really don't care for, but I don't dislike. I never turn it off because it's not 1877 Cars for Kids.
Right.
But it's never anything that I go, oh, you know what I want to hear? But I will watch if the video comes on, I watch it because it still holds up. It's a very creative video, very well done.
Definitely. And the song's catchy. I don't mind it. I remember in 1989, I think it was like afternoon time or something, evening commute. I remember watching, I don't know, CNN broke in with some live thing. There was an earthquake in San Francisco. That was a very groundbreaking video.
Ba-dum-bump.
No, sir, I don't like it.
All right.
No, sir, I'm tired.
Subterranean Homesick Blues, is that this one?
Yep.
Yep.
1967. Now the reason I picked this one as far as groundbreaking is because there was obviously no MTV in 1967. You had the Ed Sullivan Show. That might have even gone off the air. No, that was still on the air. The music videos as promotional pieces made by the record company were simply that. Performance pieces. That was it. It was just, well, here's the Animals doing House of the Rising Sun. And this is what they do.
On a stage someplace.
On a stage.
Lip syncing.
Lip
terribly.
syncing with instruments that aren't even plugged in.
Yeah.
And that was it. That's all they did. And that happened all through the 70s and whatnot. But this was actually a concept. It was him with, the key lyrics to the song and just flipping through them. And it was copied or the word? Honored.
In Excess.
In Excess.
Yep, In Excess did the same thing.
The end of I Need You Tonight. Yep.
Yep. And it was so dry, much like a lot of Bob Dylan stuff. It was very dry, very basic. It was black and white. It was as bare bones of a video as you can get. It's what you see here is pretty much the whole video.
It's creative.
Yeah, it's whatever the key word was in the lyrics. He flips to it and it's got that word on it, and
it was a
that's,
concept.
That's all he does the whole time. He's just sitting there and taking the card and dropping it down. And you see people on TikTok all the time, and they're doing that thing with the sad music in the background, and they're going through the thing. Well, this is where it came from. Bob Dylan.
Boom.
Creative. Because it was so minimalistic.
And the opposite was just a performance video.
Correct. And everybody else was up there on stage pretending to play, and he said, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stand here with cue cards and flip the cue cards as the song goes by. And that's it.
Pretty simple. Cut and dry.
Next. All right. Scott Lewis says Pat Benatar "Shadows of the Night" was a good video.
Oh, you know what? With the Nazis and the big map in the middle. Yeah, you're right. I wish I picked that one.
I've seen it, but I don't. I know I definitely seen it, but I don't recall the video, so I can't imagine it was that groundbreaking.
She's a bomber pilot and invading Nazi Germany, and they look like they have a big giant game of Risk out on the table.
Uh-huh.
He's got the big, strategic friggin' thing, where to put his ships, where to put his planes. Yeah, that was fucking awesome. I forgot all about that video. That's really cool.
Karen LaBelle dancing on the ceiling. That was great because they actually spun the room while
Lionel
Richie and was one of the Commodores.
Yeah.
They spun the room as he was dancing, so he ended up going from the floor to the wall to the ceiling. That was something that was quite creative because everyone was like, how did they do that? And I'm like, they obviously spun the room that he was in.
As was, speaking of spinning effects and whatnot, was Virtual Insanity by Jamiroquai.
Yes, that was a great way here. The floor's all moving around. Yes, that was a great video.
That was an absolutely great video.
If you get motion sickness, you don't want to watch the Jamiroquai video. And by the way, I love that song.
It's not a bad song at all.
It's the only thing that he ever did that was ever any good.
Yeah.
But it's an awesome fucking song. Yep. Love it. It's very much a Stevie Wonder-ish kind of, you would swear that if you didn't know any better,
right,
you would swear it was a Stevie Wonder song.
Yeah.
Jamiroquai, it's still a great song. I love it.
Yeah, and that big fuzzy hat. And people wonder where he is these days. I just saw him at Rite Aid buying Zyrtec. True. He had the hat on.
Kerry Silver, Red Rider, Lunatic Fringe.
I've never seen the video
I've seen the video. I don't know that I would call it groundbreaking. It's a great song. Love the fucking song, but it's kind of like that eerie.
Oh, yeah, I like that song.
Great
That's
song.
Tom Cochrane that sang Life is a Highway.
All right, next one. All you, because I think the song, the video, the band, people who liked it, all suck.
Okay. Oh! No, sir, I didn't like it. I say groundbreaking in the sense...
No, sir, I don't like it.
I say groundbreaking in the sense that this was 1983, or 82, I should say, and there was nobody in the mainstream. I'm not saying there wasn't people in local scenes, underground clubs that looked like this, that were rockabilly fans. There was nobody in the mainstream that looked like this, and you could shut the music off if you chose to, and still watch the video because they, as far as I was concerned, however old I was at the time, 9 or 10, fascinating to watch. It's a great visual.
The first time I saw that video, I thought,
What the fuck is that?
love Brian Setzer, you know that. I'm busting your balls about that. I love this song.
That's perfect.
I love the band. The look, never quite understood the look. It was somewhere between the 1950s band and Flock of Seagulls. And I'm just like, I don't get the... It wasn't my thing.
No pun intended, but his hair is a little over the top there.
just a wee bit.
It's the only way to describe it.
So that was... I will say that the band is groundbreaking, not the video. And I think that and we talked about this before the show, the band was groundbreaking in what they were doing, nobody else was doing at the time.
Right.
But the video itself was 3 guys playing in an alley with cats walking around, and the name of the song was Stray Cats. That's something you could go, hey, we're writing a song called Stray Cats. What do you want to do? I don't know, have the band be in a dirty alleyway where Stray Cats would be, and we'll have cats walking around the video.
And girls in poodle skirts spinning around.
That was not a groundbreaking concept. I get that the band was, but I don't think the video itself, without the band in that video, I don't think that the video itself was groundbreaking. I get where you're coming from. I definitely get where you're coming from, but the video itself, I don't think was groundbreaking. I think it was the band that was vastly different from anything else that was out there. And that would have been the same as if Slipknot put out a video back in 1982. Nobody else was wearing, all the Halloween costumes and doing all that.
Right.
Doesn't make it groundbreaking.
Except for Kiss.
Well, Kiss was doing, they weren't really, they became
They made
Halloween
like, what,
costumes.
2 videos with the makeup on?
Yep. And that was, it was before videos, so there wasn't a whole lot of that back then.
And those idiots, they were primed for MTV. Like the perfect, they were all about visuals. Mm-hmm. And they go on MTV a year after MTV debuts and take their makeup off.
Yeah. They were all about video because they certainly weren't all about the audio.
Oh. That's one video you'd rather watch.
Absolutely. But yeah, so I get where you're coming from. I think it was the band more than the video. So putting themselves in the video doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't make it groundbreaking. But the band, you certainly love the band. And I love Brian Setzer. I like the band. I listen to Stray Cats all the time.
I've seen him more than I've seen anybody in my life.
Even more than you've seen me?
Except you.
There you go.
And Jamiroquai, right?
The Gay Giles Band.
I guess.
Jay Giles Band.
I like this video because I like men in white painter's clothes.
And painting each other.
Because I was one.
You were a
and
painter.
then just throwing and just putting that colored.
Jamie Forbes in the house.
Hey! May. Putting that
Becky,
colored.
Becky, also a little late. Yes, best music video. So Becky, Jamie, you're late. We'll let you get back to your point in 1 second.
I don't have much of a point on this one.
It's the best video, not your favorite band that put out a video, not your favorite song. It's a video that you can mute it and still watch it and enjoy it. So it's not the band and it's not the song. So don't say this was a groundbreaking song. We don't give a fuck. Don't say it was a groundbreaking band and it was their first video. We don't give a fuck. It's got to be the video itself, the way the video was put together is what was great. Not the song, not the band, not the time it was released, the video. So you were a house painter. You like guys painting each other up. We'll fucking paint each other. We're fucking silly.
Colored jizz all over everybody. Buckets full of it. Yeah, it was. That's one of those ones that, I mean, besides the fact that I love the song, I could shut it off and still watch it. And now that you said that, I have to add one that I should have put on here. It's Raining Again by Supertramp. You could shut the song off. It's another. I love the song. But you could shut it off and still watch it because it tells a story. The guy with the flowers and the little kid and the... Well, no, not like that.
Yeah, so this was one, when you said on the list, the reason why I liked it, and I said, yeah, we can put this on the list, and I wasn't going to completely trash it, is because this video was so simple. This was basically, they said, we have $200 to film a video. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
Well, let's go down to Home Depot. We'll buy everybody some white painter's clothes, and we'll get 6 gallons of paint, and we'll just splash paint all over each other while we're playing.
And make a pyramid at the end.
Yes.
A human pyramid.
Yes. So it was definitely the simplicity of the video and how cheap and easy. Back in the day where people were spending $1 million to make a video, you could make this video
$60
with a video camera for under $100.
Plus tax.
It was that simple, and it was fun to watch. Especially if you, like John, you like watching guys paint each other.
That's right. And then put their handprint on their back.
Jamie Forbes, I love both the song and the video. It's Raining Again.
Yes. Excellent.
Becky, I'll be bad at this. I didn't really start watching music videos until the late 90s when Britney and NSYNC started putting out videos, and none of those will agree with any of those.
Wasn't Britney underage on her first video? So I don't want to comment.
Yeah, exactly. I think she was.
Yep. Oops.
But yeah, so
Did it again.
I think you're going to recognize a lot of these videos, Becky, even if they weren't ones that you grew up with. I think a lot of these, there's a couple on the list that you had to have seen, that everybody's seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Jay Giles one, the simplicity of it was basically, they say, yeah, we got $100 to film a video. What are we going to do? Well, let's get some paint and just paint each other.
And
we'll fucking
make it
silly
great.
like that and make it great. And they had fun. You could tell that they had fun doing it.
Yeah.
Although if you had gotten paint on my guitar, you would have seen me get blood on everybody.
And they split up shortly after this. So I wonder if it's somebody got paint in their eye or something, or got offended, and they were like, shit, you shouldn't have done that. That was fucking epoxy. And now I can't open my eyes anymore.
Genesis, Land of Confusion, The Muppets.
Spitting image from a show from the UK. Phil Collins saw a Phil Collins puppet while he was home watching this show, and he said,
That's awesome.
call these pricks and have them make the damn video. And the fucking video from start to finish is just
and they had
great.
Reagan, they had Gaddafi, they had all kinds of other celebrities in the video.
Mussolini, Gorbachev, Mick Jagger, David Bowie, Prince, licking his own tongue in a hot dog bun. I mean, come on. He put mustard on his own tongue, and great video.
Great video, terrible song.
I like the song.
I didn't like it, and Disturbed did a copy of it, a cover of it, and people loved it, and I'm like, nah, it's just as bad as the original.
I didn't like that. I listened to it because it was that song, but I enjoy the song. I enjoy the message. I enjoy Phil Collins' little tuft of hair right there.
It was definitely the caricature Muppets were fucking spot on. They were fucking hysterical.
Oh, it's great.
That was very creative. And it's one that you can watch without the sound on, and I prefer to watch it without the sound on.
I mean, Reagan riding a dinosaur. Come on now, with a Superman shirt on.
Yep.
Throwing a bone at David Bowie and Mick Jagger. I mean, jeez, that's fun. That was a great video. That's probably one of my favorite videos of all time.
Awesome video.
Yeah.
And again, nobody had done anything like this up until that point.
Right.
That's what made it so creative and so groundbreaking.
Yeah.
It was a great video.
Fun.
Megadeth, Sweating Bullets. You knew you weren't going to get away without having a couple metal videos in this. This actually won a lot of awards on MTV for best metal video or best video.
Cinematography and shit.
Right. This was, if you've ever seen the video, the song's about schizophrenia. Dave wrote it about one of his friends, sisters, or aunts, or somebody that was schizophrenic. And the whole video is Dave talking to himself, where Dave is actually on the screen with himself. And in some parts, there's like 4 or 5 Dave Mustaines all talking to each other, and it's kind of
let's face it, the song's about the conversation he wishes he
had,
in the shower that he wishes he had with James Hetfield in New
Lars.
York City.
Yes, it should have been Lars, but it was a really creative video at the time.
Definitely.
Won tons of awards for the cinematography and how great it was, and it doesn't look like a split screen video. It doesn't look like really bad CGI. It was, it was like a very dark video, so that wasn't like very well lit, but that was the whole purpose of it, was because you're in a dark place if you're schizophrenic. That was the whole thing, and it just was really well done, and it was Megadeth, so
totally
it has to make my list.
I got to agree.
I love Dave, even though he's an asshole. I'm an asshole, so I think that's why we'd get along.
Yeah.
And he kicked out that fucking pedophile.
Hello, me, meet the real me. Oh yeah, that one. Oh boy. Speaking of
and let's stick with metal. The first video that Metallica ever did, One.
Oh.
Great song, great band, great video. I had that concept video where they worked the movie into it. Johnny's Got His Gun. It was a movie nobody had ever heard of.
Yep. The book by Dalton Trumbo.
If you ever see the interview with Lars Ulrich, it's tough to sit through, but sit through it because you could hear Lars lie right to your face. Jason Newsted had just joined the band from Flotsam and Jetsam. And Lars says,
"Cum storms down."
Yeah, he wasn't on that one.
Oh, when the storm comes down.
Yes,
sorry,
when the storm comes down. Yes.
Doomsday for the Deceiver.
No Place for a No Place for a Disgrace, and Doomsday for the Deceiver.
Yep.
With Newsted. Newsted had just joined the band. Lars gets up and says, "We were trying to write the song, and we said this is the song we're going to do the video for, and we wanted to have a concept that nobody had ever done. So we started thinking, what if there was a guy who had gotten some gruesome injury, and he could hear, and he could, he could hear everybody around him, but he couldn't talk, he couldn't communicate, he couldn't move, he couldn't breathe, he couldn't speak, he couldn't see, but he could still hear."
Yeah.
And this was, the concept of, it was so original, and nobody else had ever done it. No Place for Disgrace has a song called,
Two.
No.
Oh.
Fuck, now I had the name of the song a minute ago.
Yeah.
There's a song on No Place for Disgrace that is the exact same thing, which was written by Jason Newsted, who then came into the band, and then they just basically redid his idea.
And Eric A.K.
So yeah, Eric Knudsen, yes, Eric A.K., great singer.
Yes. But I would and I would also venture a guess that parallel thinking, they both read the book.
Escape from Within.
From Within.
Escape from Within by Flotsam and Jetsam was Newsted's band. Newsted wrote the song. And Escape from Within is the same thing about a guy on life support that can hear everything, but he can't communicate, he can't see, can't speak, can't move, but he hears everything around him.
I feel like that at work sometimes.
And he's trapped in himself, and that was the whole concept of One. So it wasn't originally tried to pretend like it was, and they had this great idea. But they got the idea because James had seen the movie,
Yep.
Johnny's Got His Gun, which was a book by
Dalton Trumbo.
Dalton Trumbo.
Great book. The book is, I hate being that guy, but the book is so much better than the movie.
Yep, I've never read the book and never seen the movie.
It's great.
But the video's like 8 minutes long, 9 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it tells the whole story of Johnny's Got His Gun.
Yep. From his childhood to
Yep.
his, and all the flashbacks, and he doesn't know if he's alive or dead.
What is democracy?
Yeah.
For democracy, any man would give his only begotten son.
That's right. Jason, what's his face? Robards. What the fuck is that? Darkness.
Yes, great fucking song, great fucking video.
And the thing that made it also groundbreaking for the time was all the hype around Metallica never getting popular, getting famous, getting rich without ever making a music video in the day of MTV, in the heyday of MTV.
And that's why they said when we make a video, it's got to be a video that blows everybody away. It's
And
not
means
going to be
something, right.
It's not going to be concert footage of us on stage playing with explosions and shit and us jumping around in spandex. Like David Lee Roth, they wanted to do something completely different like nobody else had ever done. And it was definitely a concept video, and other people had done concept videos, but where they pulled the movie in, where they got the inspiration from the song.
And it was dark.
Yes, very dark.
I had cousins that like didn't even listen to Metallica, and just looked and said, I watched that, and I just sat there afterwards, sad and dumbfounded for a good 5 minutes. It's true.
Great fucking song. Great video. All right, this is one Moldy Stew, Motley Spew.
I picked this one because, and not just groundbreaking or a great video, but because this is the first one that caused a stir being banned by MTV. Like, nobody saw it. They couldn't even release it in a home video. It was, it couldn't even go straight to VHS. It was in Kerrang, it was in Circus, it was in Motley Crue banned from MTV just for this song, not for being interviewed or showing other videos.
I am one person that is I always say I am 100% against any form of censorship. I don't care what your message is, what your opinion is. Mm-hmm. But I am all for MTV banning Motley Crue. As a whole, they should have banned the fucking band.
This is a great video, though.
Because,
no, sir, I don't like it.
It's a sad story, but it's a great song.
You guys ain't commenting, so we guess you're completely enthralled by our list because we're not getting any comments here.
No, they're watching the one video and they're sad now.
And now they're all sad. They're all crying.
And watching Yankee Rose over and over again.
But I never saw this video until you told me about it, and I went, you can find it on YouTube, and I don't really see what the big deal is as to why they banned it.
It was the violence and the meaning behind the violence, and that the guy just unwittingly was so in love with the girl that he fucking killed her to keep her from... Basically, if I can't have you, no one will. Tale as old as time. Yep. Darkness was imprisoning him.
The audio and video is lagging. Becky's waiting for one she knows. Lisa says the audio and video is lagging. I didn't plug into the fucking Wi-Fi. That might be part of the reason why. But usually I get a warning if that's happening. But
sound any better now?
Yeah, you weren't born until 1980. Yeah, well, I was born in 72. It's not like you were born in like 1990 when I graduated high school. You're not that young. Yeah, so Motley Crue, I'm all for banning every Motley Crue video because they all suck. Every fucking one of them. Except for Girls, 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 you could watch with the moist towel and the sound off.
You could.
Yeah, that's about
Watch the home video, the Motley Crue Uncensored, when he's got the chicks in the limo and they're flashing their boobies and stuff. That's fun.
Girls Gone Wild, Motley Crue.
Pretty much. Tommy Lee on his
Here
motorcycle.
we go. Speaking of watching something with a moist towel, Robert Palmer, Simply Irresistible.
Oh, I thought you were going to do Chris Isaac, Wicked Game.
No.
Yeah.
That girl was underage, by the way.
No, that was...
She was underage. She was 16.
No.
Wicked Game video, yes. The girl was 16,
Really?
yes.
That was, what's her face? I forget her name.
See? Becky knows Girls, Girls, Girls. What was the Motley Crue video that got banned? What was the name of
You're
it?
All I Need.
You're All I Need.
Make You Only Mine. I loved you.
Please don't sing it.
All right.
It's bad enough I have to listen to Vince Neil sing it.
Simply got my itchy balls.
Simply Irresistible. This was awesome. This was, he had and he did like 4 videos with these girls in it because it was such a hit for him when he did it.
Yep.
Where he basically had these girls dress up like mannequins and be his backup band.
Unless you're Coca-Cola, why change the formula if it works?
Absolutely. Or
Fucking A.
Schlitz beer.
That's right. Robert Palmer Classic came back with the other one.
Yeah, Karen LaBelle. Yes, she was 16. The girl in the fucking Chris Isaac video was 16.
It's what's her name? It was directed by David.
Yeah, Becky. See, I told you were going to know a lot of these. Now, you might be confused because Robert Palmer actually did 3 different videos with these girls as his backup band because it was such a hit when he did the first one that the next 2 videos that he put out after all had this in it.
Yep.
And it was just...
more girls.
Yes, and more girls. And they basically just all had their faces painted white with their hair slicked back, and they were his backup band.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they were actual real musicians or if they were just girls that were just kind of...
They were walking by, and someone's like, hey, you're a brunette with long hair. Get in here.
Yes.
Can you hold a bass?
Yep.
Can you pout?
Yep.
Sure. Now, as the videos went on, like you said, there was 3 of them.
Yep.
I can't remember that. Didn't they get... Well, obviously they got more girls. Wasn't it like a riser that you'd see in like a high school gym, and the girls were like, there was just more and more of them, and they had a whole shitload of women, people.
All right, so Addicted to Love.
Gonna have to face it.
Simply Irresistible.
Simply gotta, yeah.
And there was one more.
I gotta itch.
I didn't mean to turn you on. Those 3 videos have the mannequins in it.
Yeah.
Those were the 3.
It's a great song.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't.
And it made it. People love watching his videos just for that.
Yeah.
Sex sells.
That's true.
All super white broads with red lipstick. Exactly.
Very.
Rich, you joined us late. One by Metallica was on here. It was like 2 ago. So we definitely had one on here. No doubt about it. Great video. Fucking great song, great band, but that doesn't matter. It's the video itself, and the video itself, for one, was epic.
The kind of love is mythical.
Great. Love Robert Palmer.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Nothing wrong with Robert Palmer.
Underrated.
I loved his video in like the very beginning of MTV for the song Clues. When he was just running around. They had those building blocks you have as a kid with the letters on them.
Mm-hmm.
They're painted with the outline on them. He was just running around in white pants again with the freeze frame thing, just jumping around on those letters with Clues. Yeah, great.
Like Blue's Clues?
Like Blue's Clues. We just got a letter. It says you're fucking fired.
All right, this is another one of your picks, which I'll disagree with, but Aerosmith and Run DMC.
Groundbreaking in the sense that the director said, hey, look at this.
Lisa says one still makes her cry. Karen LaBelle agrees. That makes it a great video.
Fucking sad story.
Brings emotion.
Yeah, it's an awful story.
By the way, this one makes me cry. Run DMC and Aerosmith.
I don't. Yeah, this was supposedly in their sober years.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah, and that goes for Run DMC as well.
The sober minutes or years?
Yeah, exactly. You know what makes me sad is that Jam Master Jay senselessly murdered for no fucking reason. But I'm glad you put this shot up because
it was the metaphor of the video, which is why I was assuming you wanted me to put it on.
Breaking down the wall between rock and rap, which was the whole purpose of the thing, and people say, "Oh, this is the first rap video on MTV." Nope.
Sugar Hill Gang, definitely before this.
They showed that. They showed The Message by Grandmaster Flash.
Yep.
Rockbox by Run DMC came out in 83, 84. That was already on there.
So there was definitely a lot before, but this
King
was
of
the
Rock.
first where you had a rock band and a rap band collaborating
Put
on
it in
a
the
song.
mainstream. Yep.
And when it came out, I enjoyed it. It's one of those ones that, again, I like
They-
Run DMC.
they
I like
overplayed it.
Aerosmith, but it got overplayed so much
Yeah.
that you just got sick of hearing it.
Yep.
But this whole thing, breaking down the walls, the whole metaphor where they did that in the middle where, they shared band rooms side by side and they were both trying to play, and Run DMC kept turning their amps up and Aerosmith kept turning their amps up. By the way, I did that when I played at the Lynn band rooms. Nobody would practice on the nights that we played because we were louder than everybody else.
And I just watched the thing a couple of weeks ago, and
I watched the thing too. Kurt Russell, awesome movie.
Nice. Set in stone. The director said Steven Tyler thought he was gonna, because the wall was so thin as a prop. Steven Tyler thought he was gonna break through. I mean, Steven Tyler. I mean, he's skinnier than that Coke bottle you got right there.
Like this one right here.
He thought he was gonna break through on the first
Thank you.
punch, and he said it actually made the video better because he had to really get after it and try to bang it out. But yeah.
Definitely a groundbreaking song.
Yeah.
The video, I guess he needed the video to kind of help push the song and promote it. And
I will say this. The one thing that pisses me off about the legacy of this is people say it took Aerosmith to get white America to accept rap music.
Yep.
The first Run DMC album I got when it came out 3 years before this. And it's one of my top 10 favorite albums of all time.
Adidas.
Way before that. I'm talking fucking Rockbox and Sucker MCs and Jam Master Jay. I didn't need Aerosmith to tell me that I liked Run DMC.
Yeah,
It's basically the bottom line.
I was the same way. We listened to Run DMC, was one of the ones that we enjoyed. Very few rap artists back then that we enjoyed, but Run DMC was one that we did. And mostly for me, when I really started enjoying it was when they did King of Rock. That was a great fucking song. I keep trying to get the guys.
Martinez playing guitar on that.
I was trying to get the Oxidized guys to do that song, but haven't convinced them yet.
I played. I was playing at a gig one time, and I didn't tell the rest of the guys in the band, and we the end had a double time fucking thing where I just sing a couple of verses, and I sang on the King of Rock. There is Sucker MC, and they all kind of looked at me, and it worked. It was great.
Yeah, she says we're in slow-mo again. I should have plugged in. Thriller. We're going to get to Thriller. Thriller's the last one on the list because we think that was the best. But it is on the list. All right, so one that probably no one on here has seen. Slayer, Repentless. You like fucking Slayer video? Come on.
Oh, I watched Oz.
Man. Come on, man. What makes this video great is, anyone that knows me knows that I love shows like The Punisher. I like that pointless, senseless, cinematic violence. This is a 5-minute Slayer video, and it's a prison riot, and there are guys cutting some people's heads off and gouging people's eyeballs out and cutting hands off. And
so Oz without the penises.
It is as violent of a video as you will ever see, and it's basically Slayer just saying a gigantic fuck you to everybody, like they always do. And it's just one of the bloodiest. Yeah, Eric Testa's seen it. Yep, great video. There's actually 3 videos that tell the story. So it's a trilogy of 3 videos that tell the story of the prison riot. That this is the first one, and then there's a second one which kind of tells you how the guy ended up in prison, and then there's the third one which shows what happens after the prison riot when he escapes. Great video. You got to see all 3. The song is awesome. I like it. If you're not a Slayer fan, you obviously won't like it. But if you're a fan of shows like The Punisher, watch the video, mute it, don't even listen to the song. It is as bloody and as gory, and it's got Danny Trejo in it. How can you fucking go wrong with Danny Trejo in your video?
Sold.
And he's actually in all 3 videos. Awesome fucking video. Kerry's seen it. Yep, senseless violence. That's exactly what this is. If you like shows like The Punisher, watch this because you would swear it was something right out of The Punisher. It's fantastic. But if you're not a fan of blood and guts and gore, don't watch it. You won't like it. You would just be like, this is terrible. It's stupid. I like it because I like pointless violence, because it prevents me from going out and creating pointless violence. I just watch somebody else do it and go, someday.
I can dream. On and on in San Quentin.
Yeah, everyone's saying, Lisa, it looks like it might just be you because everybody else seems to say that it's okay. So it might just be your Wi-Fi.
Is that Derry Public Schools Wi-Fi?
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, you seem to be the only one that's having the issue, or at least the only one that's saying that they're having the issue. And what I see on the screen with the delay, I can't hear it, but I can see it, and it doesn't look like there's any glitching or slowing down. But yeah, so I put this one on there just because of the violence. I like violence. Violence is fun. Good, friendly, violent fun.
I'm just doing a delay.
Delay. Echo. Hey, you know what's got echo on it?
The queef button.
Peter Gabriel. We'll get away from the violence and the gore and the blood and the guts, and we'll go with Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer.
That train attacked his face.
I hate to give them credit. R. Kelly's stuck in the closet. He has 20-plus videos to tell a story. I see where you don't want to give him credit because he was banging 14-year-old girls, and just disgusting.
He's
and
going to prison for it.
He is in prison for 20 years or so, but doesn't mean that the videos weren't good. Just means that he's a terrible fucking human being.
Lisa, what about Cyndi Lauper? Captain Lou Albano as her dad, and girls
Yes.
just want to have fun.
That was great, and that was where if Derek was on the show, Derek Plord, Derek Dukes. That was when the WWE was trying to do that rock and wrestling connection where they were trying to be part of the MTV generation. So they put Lou Albano in the video, and Lou was saying that he was Cyndi Lauper's manager.
Yep.
And it was that whole thing. That was great for what the video itself, I think, was kind of cheesy, but what it did for music and bringing wrestling, which was hugely popular at the time, and MTV was a brilliant marketing strategy by both MTV and wrestling, because it made wrestling fans watch MTV.
Nice crossover.
And it made MTV fans like wrestling, so that it was fucking great.
Yep, that was a brilliant idea.
Becky, see, I got another one you got. See, I told you we were gonna have some that you would know.
Boom.
And then there was big time was another video, which was this stop motion animation video, and there was the two of them, and the other one had a lot of the claymation in it.
Yep.
So I was going to pick one of the two, but both of these videos were fantastic because
Yeah.
they were things you had never seen before.
You couldn't take whether you liked the song or not, when you were, when this came out when you were a kid, whether you liked the song or not, you could not take your eyes away from the video.
The video was
because
fantastic.
It just captures you.
Yep.
And, you get a toy train going around your face.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lisa, Sledgehammer was a great song and
Yep.
a great video.
I'm on my way. I'm making it.
Yeah, Peter Gabriel, awesome. And the funny part about it was, when this came out, I had no idea that he used to be in Genesis. Genesis to me was Phil Collins. I had no idea that Peter Gabriel was the singer for Genesis before Peter.
Imagine him being a puppet in the UK in the Genesis Land of Confusion video with a train around his face.
He looks like a puppet.
He looks, yeah.
Now, a sad story about Peter Gabriel. The song "In Your Eyes."
Oh, I know this one. Yes.
He wrote the song
Do
about
tell.
He wrote the song. Everybody's heard that song "In Your Eyes" by Peter Gabriel.
Yep.
He wrote it about his wife, about how much he was in love with his wife, and then he found his wife fucking somebody else, and found out that she had been having like a 10-year affair. Guy refuses to ever play the song again because it meant so much to him with his relationship with his wife.
That's sad.
That it's his biggest hit, and he 100% refuses to ever fucking play it again, ever.
In your ass, your wife's with me, your ass.
Yeah, caught his wife cheating on him. He wrote the song about her. It was
That
his
is so sad.
biggest fucking hit, and it completely destroyed him. So his refuses to play his biggest hit.
Then he lost
of that.
Then he lost his mind and did that shit version of Iko Iko, and I don't know what the hell that's all about. But yeah,
I think a lot of these quirky type of artists start to go off the rails when they get really popular, and even Metallica, where they go, we made it big playing this type of music and being in this foothold, and we're going to do something completely weird and off the wall and bizarre, and you're going to like it. And everybody says, no, we're not. Just like Metallica did with Load and Reload, where they tried to say, we're not going to put out those standard metal albums. We're going to do something that we like to do and is fun and creative.
like country songs.
And then everybody says,
No, sir, I don't like it.
yeah, so fuck you guys. Everyone makes fun of AC/DC because they go, every album's the same. Well, okay. Well, you listen to AC/DC because they sound like AC/DC, right? If you don't want to listen to AC/DC, there's a million other bands to listen to.
Right.
Stick with what works for you. We listen to you because that's the music you put out. So don't try to reinvent yourself and be something different, because if you do,
No, sir, I don't like it.
you don't like it.
That's what solo albums are for.
The Gorillaz video. Are you talking about Feel Good Inc., which is like the kind of like the cartoony one? We do a cover of Feel Good Inc., by the way, in Oxidize. A metal version of it. Is that the one that you're talking about, Poser? The Gorillaz video? Because I know that they had one for the song Clint Eastwood, which I'm not very familiar with the video, but I know that they had a video for it. The only one that I know is Feel Good Inc., which was a...
I look just like Clint Eastwood.
Please don't sing. It's not your job.
Okay.
Is that a clip from Ren and Stimpy? Yes, it is. That is the horse. No, sir. I don't like it.
Log, it's log.
Yes.
It's heavy, it's wood.
All right, this was another one of you.
Hey, what did I do?
You picked another one that I don't understand.
Artsy fartsy. New York City, early 80s.
Yes, Ren and Stimpy.
Groundbreaking because the water flows underneath.
Is that why?
Yep.
I never understood this band, never understood the hype behind them, didn't understand the video.
I don't think David Byrne understood his own band.
Psycho Chicken is a better song than Psycho Killer.
I remember that.
Psycho Chicken.
Yep.
Yeah. This is a band I just never understood why everybody liked them. I was just like, they're a bunch of goofy fucks that looked like they belong working in an office somewhere that said, hey, we know how to play instruments, let's put a band together.
Art school students.
100 fucking percent. And it's just
They went to the Rhode Island School of Design.
did they?
Yep.
That's not a surprise. Just a weird band, weird concept, never understood it. Sure. What video is that?
That's Once in a Lifetime by Talking Heads.
Talking Heads, Once in a Lifetime.
David Byrne was loony.
Yes,
no other way to put it.
they were definitely... Remember those drama geeks that you went to high school with? This is them. They formed a band, and yeah, that's what you get.
Now he's a multimillionaire asshole.
Yes, he is. Yep, never understood it. Never understood the concept. But yeah, I'm not an artsy fartsy kind of guy.
Nah.
So that's probably why I don't get it.
It was in heavy rotation on MTV in the very early 80s.
Yes, it was.
Kind of like, remember we talked about performance videos versus some kind of concept. I don't know the concept. I don't get the concept.
Nope.
This is not my beautiful video. This is not my beautiful wife. I don't understand any of it.
Nope.
However, definitely fucking different.
We would be remiss not to put this one on the list.
Great quote.
Yes, and this is because this was the very first video that was ever put on MTV. The Buggles video killed the radio star.
So groundbreaking in the sense that that's what they chose.
This was the first one, and it was kind of being a little ironical.
Yeah, ironical.
Putting out video killed the radio star.
Bob formed a band and laughed all the way to the bank.
Yes, they did. Yep. But
burning down the house.
The more popular a band is, the more likely it's not good. That's my opinion.
Less integrity.
Yes. Well, it's not just that. Generic music for the masses. You think about it. I think everyone on this show, and I think pretty much anyone that you meet, you say, the vast majority of people are stupid.
Yes.
So we agree. So if the vast majority of people like something, it's probably stupid.
Right. Def Leppard comes to mind.
Yeah.
Hysteria.
Yes.
Everybody knows the song "Pour Some Sugar on Me." And
it's just
did
that
they
song.
Take a fucking massive diarrhea after Pyromania?
Yes, they did, and it was just super popular. Can't argue with its popularity.
Quote, sellout, end quote.
Yeah,
that's where they were. And the first, remember the long await after Pyromania, because Def Leppard was huge.
Sean Smith agrees
that they, everybody was waiting for Def Leppard's next album because Rick Allen had tossed his Corvette into a fucking field and lost his arm.
Yep.
What are they gonna do? Oh shit, they're keeping him? Fuck, we can't wait to hear this album. The first single came out in late '87, and it was "Women." and the song was awful, and it went nowhere.
Nowhere. Yep.
And people were like, "Well, that was a waste of time."
That's
and
the
they
end of
come
it.
out with fucking "Pour Some Sugar on Me" and "Love Hurts" and
Armageddon.
Armageddon it and the other one, yeah. And they fucking just skyrocketed to the fucking stratosphere.
Yeah, Lisa. No, we didn't start with the Buggles. We put it near the end of the list because the video itself was it groundbreaking? No.
No.
Yes. No. If this video
Parts? No.
this video had come out in 1987, it would never make our list. There was nothing groundbreaking about the video. What made it groundbreaking was it was the first one to ever play. This is what started it all. Bob says he was in Medford at his grandma's house, at Nana's house, and watched the very first video. That's what made this groundbreaking. The video itself is as blasé as black and calm, and there was nothing special about it. But the fact that it was the first one, you have to put it on the list because it was what started MTV. It started the whole music video generation. It took people away from the radio and in front of their TVs and shoved advertisement down their throat and politics and every other fucking crap that makes everybody a fucking loony idiot that they are today. I do like the album Slang. That a Def Leppard album?
I don't
have
know
no idea.
Because after Hysteria, I was like, I don't give
High
a
and
shit.
Dry was great. Hysteria was great. I mean, High and Dry, yeah. And
On Through the
Hysteria.
Night, High and Dry, and Pyromania.
And
Give
that
me
was
those
it.
all day, every day.
Yep.
Fine. Anything after that.
When they were the new wave of British metal, when they came over and they
Yes.
were those guys, but the MTV generation just absolutely destroyed them.
I think, in my opinion, I think as far as singles go, Foolin' was their last great song. As in great, not pop, not, over the top fucking cheese bag.
Yep, Pyromania
bullshit.
and Foolin' were both great.
No, Foolin', the single.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was the song? No, it's
Bringing on the Heartbreak.
nope. It's on. Fuck. No, I can't think of the name of the song.
It better not be Let's Get Rocked.
No, that's
Talk
terrible.
about a band giving up.
Yeah, it's basically they just went with the generic music for the masses.
Awful. And they did it at the Freddie Mercury benefit of all things. Freddie Mercury was turning over his grave like,
Yep.
give me AIDS again. Fuck. Awful.
What do you want? I want rock and roll.
Oh, Rock
That's
of Ages.
Rock of Ages.
Oh, yeah.
That was the song I was trying to think of. That was the
Awesome
song.
song.
That's the first song that I heard by them that made me love them.
Yep.
And then when they put out Hysteria, I was just kind of like, that Homer Simpson fucking
Back into the
meme where he
bushes.
backs into the bushes and
Yep.
comes out with a different shirt on. Yeah, that was pretty much me.
His father walks in, takes his hat off, puts it on the rack, turns around, takes his hat, and walks back out the fucking door.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was pretty much me with Def Leppard at that point. But this video, you have to put it on the list because it was the first one. We wouldn't be here talking about this if it wasn't for this starting it all off. And there were videos before that. We talked about that. That Bob Dylan video was 1967.
Correct.
So there were tons of music videos before that.
Yep.
But they weren't like what they were for the MTV generation, where people went out and spent millions of dollars to make videos. And then Billy Squier went out and made a video that destroyed his career.
Rock Me Tonight.
We did worst videos of all time, and that was on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much derailed the guy's career right there.
But it was pretty brilliant of some fucking, I forget their names, but some marketing geniuses in the fledgling cable companies to say, all these all these record companies have a whole catalog of promotional videos. Basically, like we said, Ed Sullivan performances.
Yep. Let's put them on TV.
Black Oak, Arkansas, sitting in chairs with their long beards and fucking, playing Jackie Blue or whatever the fuck. And they said, why don't we do this? Put these all together and put music on television.
You know what?
All the time.
The whole. I thought you were going to talk about the Billy Squier video.
Oh,
you know the movie Trading Places, where the two guys bet a dollar that they can destroy the guy's career.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine they did to Billy Squier. The two guys after that, they're like $1.
And that sucks because Billy Squier was and probably still is fucking great.
Amazing. And the song itself, minus the video.
Yep.
The video makes it weird to listen to the song now because you just get that image burnt in your head, and you just like
him dancing in a loft in his pajamas,
in his
basically.
silk pajamas,
and a fucking half shirt.
Yeah,
they should have told him don't do that.
Yeah, well, if you listen to the story, he says that he didn't want to do it, and they said, no, this is going to make your career skyrocket.
Oh, killed him.
But his management company says he insisted on it. So they both point the finger at each other, but it pretty much ended his career because he was at like the top of the charts when that video came out.
Absolutely.
And you look at his record sales and they went...
Emotions in Motion was a fucking huge album.
Yep. And he's a Boston boy too, so you got to root for him, but it pretty much destroyed his career.
Yeah. That's that.
And no, for everybody to think that how could we forget Thriller? This was the video that made everybody spend millions of dollars on their video. It was like a 12-minute, if you watch it from the very beginning when he's at the movie theater with his girlfriend. Great meme, by the way. Michael Jackson eating the popcorn that everybody puts in when somebody's arguing on a thread.
And Ola Ray, that's your girlfriend? She was a Playboy model.
Yep. And directed by John Landis. The voiceover was...
Vincent Price.
Vincent Price doing the creepy voiceover. This.
Michael had a 57 Chevy Bel Air convertible that he took Playboy Playmate out on a date with. Now that we know what we know, none of this is fucking believable.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly. But this video, to me, is what really started people wanting to make videos and epic videos and not just let's have the band on stage with some pyrotechnics and blow stuff up.
Right.
This is where people wanted to get into that concept and storytelling. And if you remember, this video premiered on ABC TV at 8 o'clock at night, prime fucking time. They put this video out there and everybody waited like months for it to come out and everyone sat by their TV. This was the first video like that where everybody was just aching to see it.
I remember watching it on a Saturday morning. The first time I ever saw it, they said, coming up, whatever. I was glued to MTV.
Yep, everybody was. Our parents were.
Yep.
Us as kids, everybody that you knew, and who just said it? Carrie Silva. The next day at school, what did everybody talk? Everybody, did you see the Michael Jackson video? Oh my God, that was awesome.
Yep.
It was so fucking well done. It was great. Even the goofy choreography. Obviously,
that fucking dancing was classic and timeless.
Is it an original idea? I think who's the guy that did Dawn of the Dead?
Wes Craven?
No. Where's Doc Mark when we need him?
Call Doc Mark.
He would know. The guy that did Return of the Living Dead, Night of the Living Dead, Romero.
Oh,
George Romero.
Yeah.
George Romero would say that this was not an original idea, but that's basically they took the Dawn of the Dead, Walking Dead kind of thing and morphed it into this video.
Right.
Everything it was like 5 minutes before the song even started.
Oh yeah,
because they had they were in the movie theater and watching the movie, and then
it was like us watching. We were watching a movie.
Yep, and this was fucking awesome, and yep, we all learned the dance, absolutely. And Bob Latenda, your little brother, was terrified of that bit. I memorized it. Everybody memorized the dance.
And I remember a couple of years later, or maybe even in the same year, that was that whole time when Thriller was the biggest selling album of all time, and Michael Jackson won fucking 7 Grammy Awards in one night, and it was just Michael Jackson all the time, everywhere. And MTV released an hour or 2-hour special, The Making of Thriller.
Yep, I remember
that was more fascinating to watch than the fucking actual video. It was great.
Yep.
So good.
And there's a lot of people on here that say they can do the dance. I think that everybody should dress up as zombies for Halloween, and I will film everybody doing the fucking dance.
And you better have that red leather jacket too.
Someone's got to come up in the leather. Someone's got to call Eddie Murphy and see if they can borrow his red leather one that he wore on Eddie Murphy Raw or Delirious, whatever it was.
I want somebody. I want a company to bring back those jackets. The Beat It one.
Yep.
I remember he wore the red one, but then there was a black one also.
Yep.
And the Thriller jacket. Somebody's got to bring those back.
You guys are serious, I will do the video. I will do the whole thing. We will do the video of everybody on the fucking coming on the Moose and Squirrel show and doing the fucking Thriller dance. I'll even fucking dance too.
We'll do it in the driveway.
Yep. Do it right in my backyard. We'll light a fucking fire and make it all kinds of creepy as hell.
Do it out in 28 and see if people swerve.
We'll do it right in the fucking middle. We'll do it fucking Derry After Dark. We'll go right into take over Derry After Dark and
fucking Manic Street. And we'll just do it right outside the fucking courthouse.
Karen LaBelle's sister took the day off and watched it. Yes, was a fucking. This to me was probably still the best music video of all time.
Oh, definitely.
There was just so much production to it. Everything, great song. Everything about it was fucking phenomenal. And this is what started people. Before this, most of the videos were just goofy stuff like the fucking Talking Heads and fucking nobody really put time and effort into doing a music video
Right.
until this. And then from that point on, there were tons of music videos that were $1 million productions.
And you know what I love the most about this video is that, like you said, there's 5-10 minutes before the song even starts. But after they leave the movie theater, where the song on the record would go into the next verse.
Yep.
They're walking, and you're just hearing the background.
Yep.
And they're talking again. And then the verse kicks in, and then they do, you know, the scene in the house, and it's just background music, and they're still having dialogue. It goes back and forth between song, dialogue, song, dialogue, song, dialogue.
Lisa's got a great idea. We'll all do it in front of Karina's Cakes for Halloween. Halloween trick or treat. Seriously, I'm in. If you're in, I'm in. I got all the video, I got all the audio, I got everything that we need to make it happen. We just need to get enough people to do it. If we can get at least a dozen people that want to do it, I am all fucking for it. I will get all the video fucking set up. We will make this fucking happen. We'll shut down fucking 102, and we will do it. And
I'll bring my small PA if you want.
yeah, I'll bring the fucking big giant fucking holy shit fucking speakers, and
And
we'll
we'll
fucking
just play
we'll rip
Thriller
it.
on a continuous loop.
Yes.
That would be fucking killer. A killer night.
All right, so that's our list.
Ah!
Now you tell me what we missed. And don't give me your fucking favorite song. Don't tell me you like AC/DC for those about to rock because they blow cannons up on stage. Who gives a fuck? The 1,000 bands that have done it. Give me something original. Give me something that we missed, a great video, where the video itself, not the band, not the song, the video, without fucking sound, like this. You could watch this without the sound. Absolutely. Something where the video is great. What did we miss? For those of you who are here that may have missed, we'll start back at the beginning.
Stop back at the beginning.
So-
give a little recap.
Okay, so we're going to do a little rewind.
This Pea Break was brought to you by Karina's Cakes.
Weezer, Buddy Holly. Aha, Take on Me. David Lee Roth, Yankee Rose. Diarrhea Straits, Money for Nothing. Subterranean Homesick Blues by Bob Dylan. The Stray Cats, that was John's pick. Jay Giles, Freeze Frame. Land of Confusion by Genesis. Megadeth, Sweating Bullets. Metallica 1. This was the Motley Crue one that I can't remember the name of the song, but it was the one that was banned from MTV. Excuse you. Robert Palmer, Simply Irresistible. Run DMC and Aerosmith, Walk This Way. Slayer, Repentless. Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel. Some gay Talking Heads video that I don't understand. Artsy fartsy kind of stuff. The Buggles, Video Killed the Radio Star, and Thriller. That's the list. Stairway to Heaven. Led Zeppelin, Still Never an Answer on the Moose and Squirrel Show. Weird Al, Eat It. Yes. Weird Al, Eat It was great because it mocked exactly the Michael Jackson Beat It video. He even got some of the same people who were in the Michael Jackson video to be in the Weird Al video. And everybody knows I'm a huge Weird Al fan. I absolutely fucking love that. Dave Matthews, also never a correct answer on the Moose and Squirrel Show. Both not correct answers. And Weird Al, Eat It, and then Weird Al Fat, where he went back and did another Michael Jackson where he did Bad. One that I failed to mention that Karina had actually mentioned, another Michael Jackson one, was the song Black or White. The whole video itself, there was nothing special about it, but at the end of the black and white video where they morphed faces from one person's face to another, and they kind of did that whole, the Michael Jackson black and white video.
I hate to keep using the word, groundbreaking.
Yeah, and it was, they basically morphed from a white woman's face to an Asian man's face to a black man's face to a white man, and they kind of, and the whole face just kind of like morphed like fucking something out of like some science fiction movie.
Great.
That was fucking awesome.
Seamless.
Love DMB. Sorry to hear that. That is, Dave Matthews is never a correct answer on the Moose and Squirrel Show.
You want to buy a vowel?
Moose and Squirrel Show. So what are we missing? What videos were great? We had a couple, Duran Duran, Hungry Like the Wolf.
That was a great video.
But groundbreaking?
No, not groundbreaking.
I'm going to say no. Definitely a fun video to watch, but groundbreaking, I'm going to say no. Now I'm going to have to pull up because I had some others that people had commented on the post, and I ask all the time, and then I never go back when I ask, and then don't call people out for their comments.
Karina's case.
Here we go. Yep. Karina had Aha Take on Me and Michael Jackson Black or White. Those are the two that Karina had listed. Chris Taylor, Sober by Tool. I don't know that. I know I've seen it. But
that was one with the stop motion animation with the little
like a claymation,
like
almost
pins
like thing
and shit. Wasn't there it looked like it was filmed on a table like this, and it was a little black little character thing with like, was it?
I think that
help
was the
me
one.
out.
I'm not sure because I'm not a Tool fan.
I'm not either. But
all right, so Danny Apolloni said, if we're talking 80s, Thriller, Talking Heads Burning Down the House, maybe a little Georgia Satellite, Keep Your Hands to Yourself. Brendan Bean, Red Rider, Lunatic Fringe. I think Kerry said that one earlier as well.
You know what we forgot? The whole fucking ZZ Top Eliminator trilogy.
Yes.
Legs and Shop Dress
This Man, yep, ZZ Top.
And the Give Me All Your Lovin' with the Eliminator car and the fucking them standing out in the dusty roads of Texas and just fucking watching the car go by and shit.
ZZ Top TV dinners, that was kind of a weird one. That was that stop animation, claymation kind of stuff. That was really weird.
Yep.
Mark Stevens, the greatest video of all time. There will never be one greater. Duran Duran, Hungry Like the Wolf. Avril Lavigne, When You're Gone. I watched the video. I didn't really see what was groundbreaking. Definitely tells a great story that goes with the song. But to me, that was one you've seen 1,000 times. Aha, Take on Me, we agreed. Billy Ocean, Loverboy, which had the Star Wars theme video. That was actually, I had never seen it before, but I watched it, and it definitely had like a Star Wars kind of sci-fi back to it.
Oh.
ZZ Top, Legs. And then bonus Evanescence, Bring Me to Life, which was another kind of sci-fi.
Yeah. You know what also was a groundbreaking video because of the artistry involved and the mechanical bullshit? Rocket by Herbie Hancock. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes. That was a very weird one.
It was like he went into an Asian guy's laundry shop and just said, "I'm going to put some machines in here to make
the plants all bounce around."
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Karina's sister Anna Kankinen. I have a worst of all time, Brothers of Metal. I can't pronounce this word. It's a Swedish word. It's YGGDRASIL. Really bad.
That's Sal.
Yeah, Yggdrasil. Brothers of Metal. I'm going to have to watch that one because that one I don't know.
Lisa was just going to say Herbie Hancock.
Yep, Herbie Hancock. That was somebody did some serious drugs to get to the Herbie Hancock one. All right, now I'll go to Moose and Squirrel Show. We had some more comments on that thread.
That was an interesting video. Like the song I Could Take or Leave. There was a lot of record scratching in it, which is around the first time the mainstream heard record scratching. If you didn't listen to rap.
Yep. John Robinson, Aha, Take on Me, another vote for that. E.C. Hanlon, I know very few videos as I've always been more of a listener than a watcher, but the video for Walk This Way and Run DMC must be one of your friends that you got to post that.
Emily, you met her and her husband Nat at not Auburn Pits, the other one, the second place we played afternoon, East Derry Tavern.
Okay, yep.
Emily, nice to see you.
Yep.
Say hi to Nat.
She I don't know if she's on the show, but she commented on the original post. So she said, "Walk This Way, Run DMC" as well.
Okay. All right.
Yggdrasil is the tree of life in Norse mythology. I just watched it. Terrible. So yes, Karina agrees that with her sister that is absolutely terrible.
Who said
Madonna video with the kid at the peep show?
That's,
Open Your Heart.
Open Your Heart. With the gold nipples and the black bustier.
Sure.
And you know what? I saw, speaking of Madonna, the Like a Prayer video.
Yeah.
That was on the verge of being banned because
the burning cross in the background.
The burning cross, Black Jesus.
Yeah.
And the what do they call that? The oh my God! It's the name of a movie. I forget. It's not. What's that called? With Jesus' bleeding hands.
No idea.
Sciatica? What's it called? It's called Stigmata.
Stigmata, okay.
When they had the Jesus bleeding.
Yep.
And so they were like, oh my God, Madonna's blasphemous. It's like she just sang about keeping her baby 3 years before this.
Jeremy, we did Land of Confusion. Genesis, Land of Confusion with the Muppets. We absolutely had that one on here.
Awesome
Definitely
video.
made the list.
Yep.
And I think this was a little bit of a tough one because a lot of the people that messaged me were giving me songs that they liked and bands that they liked, where the video itself really wasn't anything special.
Guilty, Your Honor.
Yes, we had to have that conversation where I'm like, no, you got to take the song and the band out of it. It's the video itself, just the video.
What was my first comment? I Love Rock and Roll by Joan
Yep.
Jett.
And it's a black and white video of a band and a bar playing a song. It's like, okay, that's been done a million times. Is it a great song? Yes.
Bob Latender just fucking nailed one.
Neil Simon and Chevy Chase.
Yep.
How about Paul Simon?
Yep, Paul Simon.
Not Neil Simon, but that's
you
okay.
can call me Al.
Yep.
Or you can call me Neil.
Yep.
But that was a fucking great video.
Yep.
I remember my father sitting on the couch watching this video and he fucking loves Chevy Chase anyway. And just cracking up watching Chevy just make these fucking stupid Chevy Chase fucking moves. And I'm like, what are you watching? He goes, this. I don't know what it is, but I'm watching it.
But Paul Simon, yep.
That was fun.
Simon and Garfunkel-less.
Simon and Les Garfunkels.
Yep. But Lisa says, Like a Prayer is super controversial. It was the Stigmata and the Black Jesus.
Yes, it was not sciatica. It was Stigmata. Yes.
You can call me Neil. Yeah, Chevy Chase.
That was fun. That was a great video.
What did he do after that in his career?
Turned into an asshole and fucking hated his fans and got fat and did nothing.
That would be a correct answer.
Okay.
Disturbed, Inside the Fire. Great song. Great video. If you've ever seen the video, Dave Draymond actually does a 30-second where he says, hey, this is a very triggering video. You might not want to watch it because it's about suicide.
Always.
And Dave Draymond basically just gets in and it says, hey, this is a very touchy subject. You might not want to watch the video. And he does like a little 30-minute before it because if you listen to the song and watch the video, it's definitely, if suicide has touched your life, and if it has, definitely reach out to somebody. It's not a joke, nothing to be made fun of at all.
Now,
But it was definitely a great video where it's, if it's something that is close to home to you, it's a tough video to watch.
Now, on that same note, 1984, let's fast forward now, would Fade to Black, the lyrics in that song, if it was released right now, with a video and a thing, as if it was a new song, that would need a trigger warning at the beginning, wouldn't it?
It absolutely would, because that's one of those, if you listen to Inside the Fire, you can kind of make your own, it's one of those things, once somebody tells you what it's about, you can't unhear it.
Yeah.
But Fade to Black there's no other way to interpret Fade to Black.
Right.
Disturbed, Sound of Silence, great song. The video, creepy, kind of goes with the song.
I never saw it.
It's all just black and white and kind of.
I love Simon and Garfunkel. I love Paul Simon, Neil Simon.
Neil Simon.
But I fucking absolutely
Simon
love
and Simon.
I love Simon and Simon, Heart to Heart, Starsky and Hutch. I love the way Disturbed did that song.
Dave Draymond, excellent voice. Although
I never wanted to admit it, but yeah.
I've seen them live 3 times. The first time I saw them live, they blew me away. They were fucking awesome. The last 2 times I saw Disturbed live, Dave Draymond took the night off, and it pissed me off because I'm like, come on, man. People spent money to come and see you.
So was he?
Yeah, he was. There was no energy in his vocals. The second time I saw him, he was sick for most of the tour. He had an upper respiratory infection, so I kind of understood it. I was still disappointed.
Yeah.
But I understood it. But the third time, it was like, all right, would you have an upper respiratory infection again today? Because you were just fucking not into it. There was no passion in it. The first time, he was fucking amazing. But the second 2 times was...
That stinks.
Yep. Well, all right, what are we missing? That it? That's all you got? That's all you got?
Chevy comedy. Everyone hates Chevy. Comedy Central won't re-air the roast.
It was so bad. Yeah, Chevy Chase. He turned into an epic douchebag because he got so big with all the National Lampoon Vacation movies, and it way went to his head, and he thought pretty much anything that he did or anything that he said was going to be funny.
Remember they gave him the Chevy Chase show, and it lasted like 4 episodes? They were like, get the fuck out of here.
He turned into one of the most pretentious douchebags, and then there was some show that he just came back on recently. It was a community college themed TV show that he came back on, where people said that he was a little bit easier to deal with, but his head got so big and he just thought anything that he said or did was going to be funny, and it wasn't.
And he was the original drummer in college for Steely Dan.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
That's correct.
He's still a douchebag. And
and
Steely Dan sucks.
No, well, yeah, they're irrelevant to me. Ebo's going to hate that.
Yep.
Where
is it?
It's
that way.
The thing I wanted to say about Chevy Chase, though, and now if you believe what you read on the internet, I mean, I know I could take you on a tour and show you where Abraham Lincoln first launched the Apollo to the moon, but people on Reddit, let's just say when there's always the question like, what was your worst celebrity interaction? Chevy Chase gets the most fucking. I fucking met him. I asked him to sign I have a fucking autographed DVD copy of Christmas Vacation that everyone else in the fucking movie signed, and blah blah blah. And he just looks at me and is like, "Yeah, fuck you, get out of here."
Yep, total douchebag.
People on sets of TV shows are like, "Oh, I was a grip on that," and I fucking.
Yeah, when he had his own show, they said he was so unbearable to work with that's why they canceled the show. Nobody wanted to be part of the show. Even the production crew didn't want to deal with them. The actors on the show, the producers, nobody wanted to deal with them. He had like 4 episodes, and they were like, "Yeah, we're done."
You should see behind the scenes of this show. Fucking, this guy over here.
All right, if that's all you got, that's all we got. We went through our list. We did I think it was 18 that we put up on our list. We got a couple honorable mentions that we threw in there, some terrible ones that we added to the list, but these are, in our opinion, Moose and Squirrel.
18 in Life?
Yeah.
That was a good video.
It was a good video, but it wasn't groundbreaking, but it was definitely good.
Huh.
And it was a band that at the time I hated till I saw them live, and then they impressed me live, so...
Unlike Dave Draymond on the second episode,
yes.
Second gig.
I didn't get to see Skid Row on a second gig, so I'll just go with the one that I saw, and it was great.
It was after Lincoln killed the vampires.
I think it was before.
And it was shortly, it was about 2 years after Neil Armstrong freed the slaves.
Yes.
True.
All right, that is all we got, folks. We appreciate everybody.
Viewing us.
As always.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for chiming in.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for calling in. Thanks for all the gifts, all the love, all the gift cards you send to us.
Yeah.
We love you all. Remember, the freaks don't die.
We only smell that way.
Fucking A. Happy Sunday.
Yeehaw.